Hello everyone and welcome to DK Gamer. I am back with yet another Pokemon Go update video, and I make these every second Thursday, so be sure to check in there. In these videos I will show you what new Pokemon I got, shinies, hundos, nundos, costume Pokemon, or other cool stuff that I just want to show off. And then I will talk about what's gonna happen over the next 2 weeks when I don't make a video, so I can keep you up to date. I have made a video about how I think every Pokemon that have not yet been released in Pokemon Go will be. So at the end of my videos I will talk about the new ones and if I was right or wrong. So you should really check out that video first. The link will be in the description for every video. There will be numbers in the titles of my videos, but don't worry, it's just to have something to differentiate them. You don't have to watch everyone to know what's going on, but of course I would like you to, so you can support my little channel. But without further ado, let's just get into the video. Hello everyone and welcome to DK Gamer. Okay, so for this video I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna do it in 2 parts, because first of all I wanna talk about the wild area event that happened last weekend. For me it was a bit of a disappointment, I will say, but I also thought it was last year. I don't think it's that great to be a yearly event, because it's focused on 2 types, of course. At this time it was dark and fairy, and it's just the same spawns that we always see. Like, we don't need more Clefairy and Jigglypuff and Sableye and Galarian Zigzagoon and Alolan Meowth. It's just I'm just so tired of it, yeah. So I don't think it was that great. And also we only saw 3 different raids, which were Beware costume, and then Shadow Cresselia and Shadow Darkrai. And then we have Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, of course, which was a new one. And then we have Dynamax, Ralts, and Hatena, I believe, was the only one there. So yeah. And then the mighty Pokemon, I didn't really care about them because so many of them I already have as hundos. I had Houndoom and Tyranitar, Wigglytuff it's called, Marwile, and Miraskara has already had a community day like very recently, so it's just like, yeah, not very exciting either. Or Garchomp as well. And also there was a lot of spawns that weren't even dark and fairy. There was some that like looked like they were, but like Audino and Chansey are normal types, and then we have like Skorupi, which is like poison. Yeah, so yeah, it's just a bit of a letdown, I would say. I still managed to catch some special things, and let's look at that now. I also made a short about it. So I did get some shinies that I already had. That was also a thing that happened a lot. This shiny Galarian Ponyta, which is nothing new, of course. And I got another shiny Chansey. I had so many of these. Of course, I also had a community day. I did manage to catch a Galarian Moltres with a Go Safari Ball, which was pretty cool. We'll see, it wasn't that great, no. I haven't not got a good one of these, they've all been 1 stars. Another shiny Feebas, I'm also so bored of these. I have so many of them. And then we have a new Pokemon here, of course, which was a regional. I did not know this one was gonna spawn, so that was pretty cool that we got a Clef Key here. And also it has one of the funniest Pokédex entries, I would say. These key collectors threaten any attackers by fiercely jingling their keys at them. And then I did manage to get a Hondo version of the new Beware costume Pokemon here, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks nice, it's okay. And I also got one with the special background, and I made a new tag for this one where I have costume Pokemon and special background Pokemon, because I do have a lot of special background Pokemon that I don't really know what to do with, so I just put it in that to have it somewhere. And then, yeah, it looks nice with the flowers here, I guess. Of course, we have the new Pokemon here with Impidimp and also Morgrem, Grimmsnarl here, so that's some new Pokemon here, that's very nice. Then I also got the Gigantamax version, of course. I think this one was quite good, actually. Yeah, it's a 3 stars, nice. And then I also managed to get a shiny one, which is my very first shiny Gigantamax Pokemon, actually. I've not gotten any of these, and I got it on my 3rd, so that was pretty cool. It was not easy to rate these. There was not a lot of people doing them, and then when you tried to go in on Pokegenie and stuff like that, yeah, you could not get in lobby, so that was a bit sad. You can also see it in the normal version here. It's very cool shiny, I really like it. But now I have a shiny Grimmsnarl and not Impidimp and Morgrem, so that's a problem. Hopefully it will come back soon and be easier to get. Hopefully it's not going to be in 12 kilometer eggs. Oh my god. I did manage to get a Hondo Tinkertink that I evolved into Tinkaton, of course. It was actually from a field research quest, so that was pretty cool. And I also got a shiny one, which was from an egg, a 7 kilometer eggs actually. I did not expect to get this one at all. I was actually not sure it could be shiny until I looked it up to see it was a new shiny for this event, so that was really cool. That was really nice. But it's just sad that it doesn't really change that much besides its hammer. Like the body, I think it changes a little bit, but you can't really tell. I think it's just the hammer that changes color, so that's a bit weird. But yeah, that was the Pokemon from the wild area event, so not a lot here. a few new shinies and a new line, and then a lot of old shinies. Yeah, so a bit disappointed, I would say. So now let's talk about my XP and leveling up. I am currently on 297,607,345 total XP. Almost at 300 million, which is just insane. I was just on 200. I cannot believe how fast this is going. So that's a little mini goal that I have to reach that, and I of course will have that by next time. So that is just insane. And if we look at my leveling up here, I am on level 73 right now, and I am currently going for 74, of course. I just need to level up max move 5 more times and collect a few more, or complete a few more field research tasks and walk a lot of kilometers. This one is going to take a while with the walking, because it is very, very cold right now, and actually starting to snow. It is raining right now, but it had snowed yesterday, so that is annoying. So I'm not gonna play as much as I usually do. So yeah, it's gonna take a while, unfortunately. But the other two are pretty easy to do. The leveling up, you can do like 1 or 2 every day. I think right now I can only do 1, because you can only collect 800 and it keeps going down to 0. So yeah, I can only do 1. But it's fine. But yeah, let's get looking at some more Pokemon. I got a shiny Alolan Vulpix, which is nothing new. It is one of the boosted one because of the, you know, the forms. But yeah. And this one is really, really nice because I did get a shiny Paris from the event where it was boosted. I cannot remember what it's called right now. But it was not spawning a lot, actually. It was mostly in the quest. And I did manage to get it from a quest. Obviously, it was a free store, so it's pretty nice. So yeah, so I'm done with that shiny line. Very, very nice. So very, very happy I got the first one a long time ago. I think it was like 2 years or 3 years ago. And I also managed to get a hundo Paris that I rolled into a Parasect. I believe this one was also from a quest. Yeah, it definitely was. Another shiny Alolan Grimer. I have so many of these. Shiny Hoot Hoot, also have a lot of these. Shiny Natu, also nothing new. I got a shiny Stander, also from the same event as the Paris. It was also boosted. This one I already have as well, but I'm actually quite happy because in case that it can evolve into Whitedeer someday, because they have done that with some of the other forms, then I can get a shiny that way, because I did not get a shiny Whitedeer from the raid day, unfortunately. Even though I did do like 10 raids, I think, I never got one. So hopefully that will happen one day, so I can have both of them. And this one is pretty fucking cool. I got a shiny Shadow Ho-Oh from raid hour when it was there. That was really, really cool. Did not expect this to happen at all, of course. I only do 2 of these on raid hours every time, and I always get a shiny now. It's so crazy. Either on the first or the second try. It's insane. And this one is pretty crazy because I did manage to get 1, 2, 3, 4 shiny Sableye. 3 of them are from Spotlight Hour, and the last one is actually not. It was before that. So yeah, it's just insane. 3 on the same day. That's crazy. And this one I'm also so happy about. I finally managed to get myself a shiny Carvana. Oh my god, I've been looking for this for so long. So yeah, finally done. Very, very nice. I of course got Sharpedo from the Mega Raid Day. That is why I wanted it. So now I finally have both. Let's see how many I've actually seen, because I think it's quite a lot. Yeah, it is. Seen 1,422 and caught 1,167. That's a lot. And this one is also just so cool. I got this one yesterday, of course. Shiny Heatran, also from Raid Hour. And it was almost a Shundo. I'm like, oh my god, so fucking close. But yeah, my shiny luck has been insane, especially with these legendaries. Like I just said, I only raid 2 times each raid hour to get that campfire thing, so you get a free raid pass, and I still managed to get shiny legendaries. So it really can pay off to be a free-to-play player. You can still get a lot of shiny legendaries. You just actually have to play it. But yeah, so there's hope. I also got this one yesterday. Actually, my auto catcher caught it for me. A shiny Blitzel that I rolled into a Zipstreaker. Also a very, very good one here. Also quite close to be a Shundo. Not as close as Heatran, of course, but yeah, that's very close. And it's a new shiny for me, so that's really, really nice. Got a shiny Trubbish. That is not a new shiny. I have a lot of these. And then I actually just got this one today. Reversion with the special background here. It looks pretty cool. Let's see how good it was. Yeah, it was actually quite good. Yeah, that's nice. And yes, finally done with this. I got a shiny Scatterbug. I actually got 2, yeah. Which is my shiny Vivillon, which is Continental, my version or whatever my region, whatever you want to call it. But it's really, really nice that I got this one. I actually got both of them on the same day, which is pretty crazy. But because that means I am technically done with the line. I am gonna count it as done. I am not gonna try to get every single Vivillon. That just seems impossible. So yeah, I'm gonna stop with the postcards now and say thank you for now. So yeah, that's really nice. And then I just quickly want to show you my Mega Diancie. Because I have not been focusing on this since it came out until now. I was waiting to get the shiny version because I did want to buy it, so I have all the megas as shinies. But then one thing happened is that they released Legend C2A, of course, where there was of course Mega Zygarde as well. I was like, okay, that's one more mythical, I can do that, that's fine. But then we got the DLC, and now it looks like we're gonna get even more Mega Mythicals. And if I have to keep buying these, I don't want to do that. So unfortunately, I'm not going to go for every Mega Shiny, unfortunately. It's very sad that they're doing this, but I don't want it to be that much of a cash grab that I have to keep buying Shiny Mythicals just to get the Megas. So yeah, I'm actually gonna stop it now. So it's really unfortunately, but that's how it is. So yeah, this is my Mega Diancie now. Let's see how good it is. It's a free start list, so yeah, that's nice. And then we had, of course, 2 raid hours with the Necrozma versions, Duskmane and Dawnwings, and I did ended up raiding a lot of these because I did want the fusion energy for them. And I did manage to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 Necrozma with special backgrounds. That was pretty crazy. And then I also did manage to get a Duskmane here. That is actually my first regular Duskmane because the one I had before was the shiny version, of course. So yeah, I actually finally have one and it's very, very good. It's 96 here, very cool. And I am gonna power it up later. Another shiny Necrozma, which I then fused into Dawnwings. So I have both shiny Dawnwings and shiny Duskmane and also the regular versions now. So that's very, very nice. I did try to get a 3rd shiny Necrozma so I could have all the Necrozma versions, but I did not manage to get it. So that was really sad. And that is why I have so much Lunar Fusion energy here, as I can almost do another one. And also enough Candy XL to power one up to level 50, which I will probably do on my my Dawnwings when it's time to do that for the quest. Where you have to do it 7 times, because I already passed the one where you had to do it 3 times, of course. And then I got a shiny Morpeko, like from this event that's happening right now. This was just way too fast, like it's not even fair anymore. I got this on my 4th one, I think. It was so fast, like I thought it was gonna be more of a struggle, but nope. So yeah, well, guess I'm done with that. And that is it for the Pokemon. So now let's talk about what's gonna happen over the next 2 weeks where I don't make a video. And it's actually not a lot of things this time. I can only come up with 2 things that are like interesting. So on the 25th of November here, we will have the final Justice event where we can finally transform our Keldeo into the Resolute form, which is kind of a new Pokemon and kind of not. It's a new form at least, but that's gonna be very nice. I don't know if it's good or anything, or if it's worth powering up and investing in. I feel like we have better fighting types like Terrakion and Shadow Machamp and Shadow Conkeldurr. So yeah, maybe I'll power it up in some time in the future, like way out. We don't know. And then 5 days after, actually the last day of November, we will have Community Day with Pikipek, which is quite nice because it is a new shiny. So it's 3 new shinies for the decks. That's really, really nice. I love that. I hate when they do old shinies for Community Day, so it's really nice to get a new one again. And it's not an interesting Pokemon, but it's new shinies, so I don't mind at all. But yeah, that's actually it. We also have some Dynamax weekends happening with Eevee and Lugia, but I don't really care about those, so yeah. The only Dynamax Pokemon I care about is the new Gigantamax forms, and then when we get Dynamax Mewtwo at some time in the future, that one I will probably do, but otherwise I don't really care about them at all. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe so that I can make more of them, because that's what we all want, right? And I'll just see you in the next one. Bye bye!